will be out. Cochran out. Driscoll out. Mike Edwards out. Nazi, Omar, and Royals. Everything went good today. So guys worked today. Had a good practice today. Today was like a Friday practice. Kind of simulated what an in-season Friday would be like. And again, good day with a little bit of heat out there. And I saw a lot of you guys go inside. At times yours.
Any idea yet on starters and how much they'll play?
I'm going to just play by ear. They're going to start. Yeah, they'll start it off. We'll just see how it goes from there.
How important is it for you to see Christian Fulton, just considering he's been working his way back?
Yeah, we'll see how that rolls with him and see how he feels and go from there. So, yeah.
Hollywood Brown, any intention on how much you want to see from him? How does he look so far?
Yeah, I'm going to just play that by ear. I'm going to see how he does through warm-ups and all that. We'll just kind of go from there. And this is day by day right there. So I want no steps backwards on that.
Andy, you kind of changed a little bit of how you played the starters during this training camp. What's gone into that, and kind of as you've gone through these 3 games instead of 4?
Yeah, there's just a little bit longer wait, here at in between this game and the next game, and so I just think I'd rather give the guys a little bit more time in this game. So the timing keeps a little closer to when we get to our game, in-season game.
You got a big day up for a lot of these kids who are on the roster cut down days on Tuesday. What's your message to them as they approach this 3rd preseason game?
Yeah, so everybody can't make the team. They know that. I tell them that day one, just make our job hard. So make it hard for Veach and his crew and the coaches to get rid of them. So, and that's how they've gone about their business. I haven't seen guys counting numbers and lines and doing all that stuff. They've come out and worked hard from the first guy to the last guy, and I've appreciated that. And then it's a tough day. I mean, that's not part of the job you like, but inevitably you got to almost cut half a team. So that's not an easy thing.
Is it easier or harder to do it all at once like this, or the way it used to be?
Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it gives guys maybe a better opportunity to go on, especially the way these practice squads are set up now. You got a lot of numbers there that you can work with, so you get another look potentially at the guys and through practice there. So I think it's a good thing. See what their attitudes are, especially if they know they're right on that border. See how they handle all that.
Coach, it looked like their direction might have been getting on the guys a little bit. Is there, especially with these afternoon practices back at home, there's just a little bit of everybody getting drained and trying to push through camp still?
Yeah, so we've had 2 great days, and so the 3rd day, I just want to make sure they push through it. So they end up doing it. It was a hot one out there today, and so a little encouragement always helps.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, good. Thank you.
Well, Cheese curds everything he's doing.
Yeah, man, he's a special dude. When you talk about the greats, but also being a great person, it's an honor even being his teammate, and to call him a friend is pretty cool too. And then having that memory that I'll share with my family, for generations to come is huge, and something I'll always look back and smile on. For sure.
You're friends with him, your teammates with him. Is there still like a celebrity feeling to him though? Is that something you recognize?
Yeah, I obviously recognize it, but you're around guys so long, like it's just like it comes, he's Trav, he's a dude, so nobody's stargaze or whatever the word is, but he's just a good dude and good dude to be around.
These are preseason games, but do you want to show out a little bit better this week than in Seattle?
Oh yeah, the whole team felt it. Coaches, players, all of us are pretty upset with ourselves following that game, and the best we can do is remember how we felt after that game and prepare ourselves best we can here and have some good momentum going forward.
How does Steve Spagnuolo handle? I know he's a coach that's loved by the players. How does he handle a situation like that, just to make sure you guys get the message across?
It's doing our best we can to kind of replicate an in season kind of week. because obviously we're going to be ready no matter what in season, especially. So just making sure all guys are doing their routine. We're practicing the way we want to practice. So it's nothing like too like out of the box, out of the ordinary. It's just making sure we're all on the same page. Like, we can't think of it as a preseason game. Like, we got to think of it as a game. Whenever we step on the field, we're going to compete.
Andy mentioned energy sometimes in previous practices, just about how you bring the energy, especially set it after the Seattle game. Is that something you guys have emphasized this week, that even though it is a preseason game, you don't want to go all the way out, but you still want to bring some energy to it?
Right. We're competitors. So, you feel like naturally it'd come. And I don't feel like anybody's feeling pressured, to bring energy. All of us, kind of bring that naturally. And, I feel like as a team we do a good job of, if we feel things are getting low, like a lot of guys, a lot of leaders step up and be like, kind of pull everybody along. Like, no, let's wake up here and let's get going.
Now, the last 3 days have been pretty difficult with the heat and afternoon practices. How hard is it to, after all training camp, to come back and still kind of push through these last few days?
You got the grueling practices at training camp. It makes these things a lot easier. We're taking like a ton more reps during training camp. Bouncing around from drill to drill, like on a dot. So it makes these situations a lot easier. It makes games a lot easier. And we're flying around just as fast, but we're just better prepared for it. Better prepared for the heat.
When you're a returner in Steve's defense, he likes to add to your plate. What do you see, or how do you see your role maybe expanding this year based on what the training camp has been?
It's
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's love was on full display during her August 13th appearance on his New Heights podcast. In between the story of how she got her master's back in May, backstage secrets of her Eras tour, and the announcement of her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, Swift and Kelce, seated close together and often affectionate during the 2-hour pre-recorded show, revealed intimate insights into their 2-year relationship. Swift recalled how Kelce's wild, romantic gesture of shouting her out on the podcast in July 2023 made her feel like she was in an 80s John Hughes movie, while Kelce gushed about Swift's brains and talents and repeatedly referred to himself as the luckiest man in the world. The podcast episode garnered a record-breaking 10 million views in 16 hours. It's been an eventful summer for the pair. Just 3 weeks prior to her appearance on New Heights, Swifties were thrown into a frenzy after Kelce finally shared photos of his superstar girlfriend on Instagram. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end posted a carousel of intimate pics featuring him and Swift in a variety of settings, wearing matching black at an upscale restaurant, posing with pal Erin Andrews in the snow, sipping wine in the mountains, skating on an ice rink, alongside a caption that read, "Had some adventures this off-season, kept it 100. They've been spotted holding hands on romantic dinner dates in NYC, taking in an NHL championship game in Florida, and attending a wedding in Knoxville, Tennessee. The past few months have been the longest stretch of uninterrupted time that Swift and Kelce, both 35, have had together since they began dating. Swift spent much of the last 2 years on the road for her 149-date Eras tour, which wrapped in December, while Kelce played in 2 Super Bowls with his team and worked on numerous film and TV projects, including the Prime Video game show Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? And Happy Gilmore 2. According to sources, much-needed quality time has proven to both Swift and Kelce that they have what it takes to go all the way, and clearly the confidence to publicly fawn over one another like never before. Taylor and Travis have settled into a real rhythm as a couple, and the more time they spend together, the more they realize how aligned they are, says a source. Whenever I'm with her, it feels like we're just regular people, Kelce told GQ in his September cover story. When there is not a camera on us, we're just 2 people that are in love. Adds a second source, during this downtime, they really noticed all the little things they have in common. They feel like they've found their person. The pair had gone into virtual hiding following Kelce's shocking Super Bowl loss in early February. In March, a source told us they had made a very deliberate decision to take a step back from the public eye. They hunkered down at Swift's $50 million Manhattan penthouse and later Kelce's $20 million rental in Boca Raton, Florida, where the tight end had been training for his upcoming season with the Chiefs. The break came at the right moment, says the second source. Taylor needed to spend more time with Travis, so they could really get to know each other. Even they were a little surprised by how well they gel. They found a lot of common ground they were not expecting, and it made their relationship stronger, says the second source, noting that the 14-time Grammy winner and the future Hall of Famer have found their counterpart in terms of ambition, work ethic, and values. Kelce told GQ, "We are two fun-loving people who have the morals to appreciate everyone for who they are. We share all those values. Their lifestyles are in sync. Athletes have a different mindset, they are more disciplined, and it's very similar to Taylor's mindset," the second source says. "She will never tell anyone that she is an athlete," Kelce told GQ, "but I've seen what she goes through. I've seen the amount of work that she puts on her body, and it's mind-blowing." The source adds, "There are a lot of parallels, and they have really connected on that level with eating and working out." Despite their celebrity status, Swift and Kelce are both down-to-earth and known for being approachable to fans. They are very empathetic people. Meeting someone like that is a dream come true for them, the second source says. Kelce likened Swift to his mom, Donna, in GQ, praising their kindness and ability to say hello to everyone in the room and show love and support no matter what.